I believe that there are not enough reasons for the US government to be spending so much money on space exploration. Did you know that the US government's budget for NASA in the 2020 fiscal year is $21 billion? Large sums of money are spent each year on space exploration, and I believe that it's not a necessary expense. Can you think of any other ways that money can benefit our country and society? I've calculated how much money is being spent in the United States alone on space exploration and have found many issues that can be resolved with the money instead. I believe that one, space exploration has not brought us enough benefits yet other than knowledge. And secondly, if the government insists on spending that money, they can put it towards more important causes. And lastly, our country doesn't even have to spend that money because we are in a huge debt, and space exploration is not one of those necessary expenses. So, space exploration has not brought us any benefits yet other than knowledge. Its knowledge about space is interesting and fascinating because humans love to know about everything, but it has not yet turned into any practical information. There is potential, but it's really a stretch. They hope to find territory on other planets for expansion, but many people who are trying to research that expect it to be way further into the future, and I believe that it's not going to benefit us anytime soon. Yes, so from the data collected so far, it seems that it's impossible to relocate. And many believe that space exploration is only being made so important to the United States because we want to feel like we have a leg up on other countries and that we can beat them in knowledge about other places. However, even if we were able to find solutions to the overgrowing population, the people who are currently on Earth should take priority. If the government insists on spending the money, they can put it towards more important causes. The amount of money being spent can easily help the poor in our own country, or even in other countries, or even be put towards research that can better the society in general. I'm sure that you can think of many other ways that the money can be spent, because although the most practical thing I can think of that can come from space exploration is expansion, who cares? Because how can we think about expanding when there's people that are dying of hunger and of poverty, and even in our own country, don't even think about other countries. There's people with those problems here. So I really think that expansion should be put on the backboard. So these are some of the alternative ways that money can be spent. However, another option is to not spend it because we are not in the right place financially to spend as a country. Our country has a huge debt, and space exploration is not a necessary expense and should be cut. This is one of the many expenses that can be avoided, and although there are many other expenses that we can cut, this is one of the weakest ones to be backed up. The information we are finding does not seem to have any financial benefits for us in the near future, and personally I would say not even in the long run. And if it's not beneficial to us and is purely to satisfy curiosity, then we should let it go. So in conclusion, space exploration has not brought us any benefits yet other than knowledge. If the government insists on spending the money, they can put it towards more important causes. And our country has a huge debt, and space exploration is not a necessary expense and should be cut. Space exploration is not important enough for the US to be pouring so much money into. So I would like to see the US government completely stop spending money on it and find better uses for the money.